The first phase of polling that concluded on Thursday, several complaints came from across the country claiming that their names were missing from the voters list. Mirror Now's executive editor Faye D'Souza spoke to Supreme Court senior advocate Geeta Luthra on voters' right if their names are missing from the list.
If it is my democratic right to vote in this country and people have walked up to the booths today to find their names missing, is there any sort of legal recourse available to Indian citizens? Is there anything that can be done, or is that just now an opportunity that is gone because this happens regularly and then everybody just forgets about it? There's no accountability.
Well, it's shocking, but I believe there is some procedure, so there's a little ray of hope. The moment that you see that your name is not there and you have your Aadhaar card or voter ID with you, then you can show that and cast a vote, what is called challenge vote. And so under that, you say that I want to cast a challenge vote, and so you can cast your vote. If you go there and you find that in fact somebody has already voted for you, then there is again a recourse. You say that I want to do a tender vote. So then you go in that and you give a tender vote and cast the vote for the candidate that you want to. And if there are more than 14% in any tender votes in any polling booth, then I believe it is mandatory that there will be a re-poll as far as that polling booth is concerned. Now, if you're well within time, because there are some states where nomination may not have been filled in because ultimately it's starting from now and it's going on till May, then if it's 15 days before the nomination, and I'm not very certain about the date, then again you can actually go to the website of the Election Commission of India, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it's eci.nic.in, and there search and put in the details of your name, your ID, your address, all those will be asked, and details with your photograph and your father's name, and then ask to be registered as a voter. The other choice is as an SMS. So there's a recourse to an SMS also. And this, of course, many would have missed the bus. Those who voted today will have missed the bus. Those whose voting is coming soon would have missed the bus. But at least they will have recourse, apart from today, if they were not aware about it, to the challenge or the tender vote. So yes, that is what I can see the only recourse that's available.
Or the challenge or the tender vote, but if you didn't do either of these today and you didn't find your name on the list, then unfortunately the opportunity has in fact passed. To those people who are writing to us saying, does it make sense at this point, or am I within my rights to file an FIR because my rights have been infringed? Is that something you would legally advise?
No, perhaps not. I think what would need to be done is to write to the Election Commission, because even though it was put out that there was this right of challenge or tender vote, the fact is that it may not have been well advertised, which is the reason that these people were coming online and in fact saying that they didn't get a chance to have a vote because they would not have been aware of the challenge or tender, which should have in fact been made public and should have been advertised in a big way. Now those people in fact have missed the bus, but I believe that if there is something large scale, then perhaps the EC, the Election Commission, could look at it if it was a large-scale mistake which has happened and not a random one-off mistake.
Yes.